This program is brought to you by Emory University.
There was a call from pediatricians and the CDC saying that they were needing a fast and an early screener for autism to be done kind of quickly in the pediatrician's office. And there's nothing out there right now that's not just a standard form. That's really an interactive assessment that can be done quickly. So that call kind of led us into doing the screenings that we were already doing here at Emory and make it into kind of a shorter version and mass produce it so that we can get it to pediatricians' offices and have children come get diagnosed earlier and sooner, because the number one thing that we know is that if the interventions start earlier on in life, then their success rate for being able to socialize and communicate is just going to increase. So what we were looking at is communication, social communication. So what we test for is affect and facial expressions, joint interactive play, being able to engage in a back and forth interaction with somebody else. So those were the key features that we wanted to really stick to when developing this screener. The Rapid ABC kind of goes through those 5 steps. The first one is being able to respond to your name being called. So what we would do with the child is say their name and see if we see those key things, facial expression changing, whether they look and give me eye contact or not. And we would rate a positive or a negative as to whether or not that they did that. And then we'd also rate, was it easy for them to engage or not? So the first step is engaging in their name being called. The second one is a short interaction with a ball. So what we do is we'll take a ball, see whether they're attending to just the ball or if they're attending to the ball and the other clinician involved in the process. We rate whether they look at the ball, smile, laugh, return the ball and play in a short play interaction, and then also reciprocity. That just means basically can they engage in a back and forth with you or the clinician or whoever it is in playing with the ball. And then the third step is book play. And so we get like a little small book, a board book, and again, try to see whether or not the child is engaging with the book or the book and the person. We look for gestures here to see whether they can point to the items. Turn play, whether they'll let you turn the book or if they can turn the book themselves. And then also reciprocity as well, whether they're paying attention to the book that you're reading and yourself by giving you eye contact, changes in facial expressions. And the fourth activity is a surprise activity, and the clinician will take the book and put it on their head and just to kind of switch it up and say, oh, what's going on? And see if the child will turn and look at you. Give you eye contact, smile, become more shy and reserved, whether or not they'll point at a distance, and we'd rate whether or not it was easy or difficult to get their attention to that surprise activity. And then the last activity is tickling. And most all the kids love the tickle game. The clinician will warn the parent and the child that there's going to be a tickle game, and we'll escalate our voice and go in to tickle the child and see if there's anticipation, eye contact, changes in facial expression, and then a want for the child to continue that play game after reciprocity has been built. And then we then again assess whether or not it was difficult or more easy to engage the child. So those are the 5 kind of key features of the Rapid ABC. And it sounds like a lot, but it really goes through super quick.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.